Welcome back, everybody. I am the Breadly Assassin. This is the Breadly Assassin live stream. And after a few magical clicks of the mouse, and we are set up, we will get right into it. Pulled a good bit of news today. We have some pretty important news for Dogecoin, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure some of you have seen it. For those that didn't, that's why we are here. Very exciting stuff. It just keeps happening. Just about done right here. Okay, and I think we got it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Bob. Okay. So here we are. Okay. Everything looks all right. Everything looks okay. Welcome, Amsterdam. Yeah, we are in a little bit of a downturn from yesterday. Of course, we all know how normal that is. Everything a little bit down today. I hear that PureX, Mr. Stephen Toth says PureX up today 83% at one point. I didn't even get a chance to check PureX. Let's take a quick look at PureX real quick. PureX, please. Okay, PureX looking down to me right now. I don't know, maybe it was up earlier and then came back down, but this is what I'm seeing. So it's very possible. PureX is such a low market cap coin and stuff like that. One investment from somebody can alter the cost of it. But anyway, back to the mainstream, yo. Okay. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Also today, if you notice, if you drop down into the description, we got our normal links up. Cold storage wallets, all the equipment I use here on the stream, KuCoin referral code. But I added the Discord channel link. For those of you who are interested in joining the Discord channel, the link in the description should be working at least for the next 24 hours. And then, of course, we have a link to Breadly Assassin merchandise. And don't forget, tomorrow, in exactly 24 hours from right now, in our next live stream, we will be giving away completely free Cardano cryptocurrency. So make sure you have notifications on so you don't miss when we go live and don't miss your chance at that. That's pretty cool stuff. Okay. I think it's time to move right into some the very first CoinMarketCap recap of the day here on the Breadly Assassin live stream. And then we will roll on from that into the news that we have gathered. And then, of course, we'll touch on it again later for those that miss it, because we do only have 33 people watching right now. But that's okay, because I said so. All right. Moving on to, let's see here. Here we go. CoinMarketCap recap. Couldn't find it for a second. Okay, CoinMarketCap recap graphic, please. Thank you, Mr. Graphic Wizard. We appreciate all the work you do. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. CoinMarketCap recap currently sitting at, the entire cryptocurrency space is at $1,480 billion. We have Bitcoin in number one with an $897 billion market cap. Coin currently sitting at just over $48,000. We have Ethereum at just $1,533. Tether took over the number 3 spot. The dollar coin knocked Cardano down a little bit, but Cardano still holding on to number 4 at a $35 billion market cap at $1.12. We have Binance Coin in the number 5 spot at $229. We have Polkadot in the number 6 spot at $34.81. XRP holding down the number 7 spot at 47 cents. Litecoin in the number 8 spot down to $180, ladies and gentlemen. Might be a decent buy-in opportunity right now for Litecoin. I'm not invested personally, but we've seen Litecoin do much better than this, and of course, with the rumorings of the PayPal acceptance coming at some point, might be a decent buy-in time for those that like Litecoin. But speaking of liking coins, in the number 9 spot, my number 2 favorite long-term investment in all of the crypto space, Chainlink down a little bit in the last 24 hours, as most cryptos are, down to $27.86. Bitcoin rounding out the top 10 at $503. Some other coins of note: Stellar Lumens 40 cents, Uniswap 29.22. The ultra popular Dogecoin, which we're about to get into some pretty exciting adoption news in a minute here, down to 4.9 cents. Theta up to 4.21. Theta has been looking very good lately, ladies and gentlemen. Even this little correction today can't affect Theta. I really wish I'd have bought in when I was staring it in the face at $2, but shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? We got Tron at 5 cents. We got VeChain, my number 1 favorite long-term investment in the entire cryptocurrency space, down 1 spot to number 28 at 4.8 cents, down just under 5% in the last 24 hours, but up 13.37% in the week. And another coin I'm invested in that I like to keep tabs on is the Graph, sitting at number 39 at $1.83. Another decent buying opportunity for the Graph right now, I feel. And that's the coin market cap recap at the Bradley Assassin live stream. Okay, let's see here. Let me switch this to live chat so I don't miss anything. Looked like I missed a few things yesterday, and I apologize. All right. Poor man printing says, waiting on the pullback on them crawfish. I know, right? You know, crawfish is actually priced pretty well right now, though. Not too bad, I don't think. Depending where you live, I guess. Elron, not too familiar with, my friend. I see it all the time. I'm just not a coin I'm invested in. Definitely gonna be looking into it for you. VeChain 30-40 cent. I'd like to see that. Too late to enter. Backpack Jacks. I'm assuming you're referring to the Cardano giveaway, which is tomorrow, my friend. Yep, March is going to be amazing for VeChain. It's already started. That bringing in that aluminum company is just really a big deal, and that's gonna, the adoption is gonna take a while, probably throughout the entire year. But that just means more coin burn for us. Liechtenstein. Wow, that's far. Okay, we got 40, almost 50 people here, so we're gonna move into the news on the day, ladies and gentlemen. Starting out with a little bit of Twitter. Let's go to display capture. Okay, so here we got, this is just an hour ago from the Dogecoin developers Reddit forum. A lot of the developmental side and technicals break on that channel, and you can see here the how the developers announced a few days ago, I think over the weekend maybe, that they did an upgrade to the system. And oh man, as you can see here, it reads the network is updating to Dogecoin version 1.14.3 steadily, with about 5% of the network switching over per day. So far so good, Shebas. Let's all upgrade our nodes and speed up the network. And this doesn't affect like investors too much, like what we need to know, but it's stuff like this needs to happen on the development side for the coin to continue to grow. And as you can see, they've already updated about 20% of the network. So pretty good. So congratulations to those guys. We need them to keep doing this stuff. And moving on to the big Dogecoin news, ladies and gentlemen. Boom. I'm sure some of you have heard. Those that haven't, check this out. Much wow. the Dallas Mavericks to accept Dogecoin for tickets and merchandise. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The NBA team, the National Basketball Association team, the Dallas Mavericks, to accept Dogecoin for tickets and merchandise. And Mr. Mark Cuban, who I'm sure or is aware owns the Dallas Mavericks, says we will hodl any we get. So this man is on board now. I mean, on board. It says Dogecoin, a cryptocurrency born out of a joke, can now be used as payment for tickets and merchandise for the Dallas Mavericks basketball team. The National Basketball Association franchise confirmed Thursday that it has become the first major business to accept Doge, allowing users to convert the digital currency to fiat using BitPay. So the underlying thing here is, as you know, that's amazing, but that means BitPay is on board too now. So let's pop on over to this. From businesswire.com, BitPay lets merchants accept Dogecoin. I mean, what? What? I know, right? So, just announced today, ladies and gentlemen, it says Dallas Mavericks first merchant to accept Dogecoin for tickets and merchandise. And I'm going to read some of this for those of you who are following audibly. I hope I don't put anybody to sleep, but it's something we all need to know. It says from the Business Wire, BitPay, the world's largest provider of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency services, today announced the rollout of Dogecoin payments for merchants and consumers. An early adopter of cryptocurrency, the Dallas Mavericks will be the first to accept Dogecoin. Mavs fans for life, MFFLs, can now use Dogecoin to buy tickets and merchandise online, making Mavericks merchandise more accessible to MFFLs everywhere. The Dallas Mavericks have been accepting Bitcoin as a method of payment for game tickets and merchandise for almost 2 years. The Dallas Mavericks are a long-time enthusiasts of cryptocurrency, opening up new opportunities for the team to sell tickets and merchandise to its global MFFL fan base. Stephen Pear, CEO of BitPay, said, BitPay believes that with continued cryptocurrency adoption, the industry is reaching an inflection point that will forever change consumer confidence, trust, and pave the way for blockchain payments to disrupt the way consumers and businesses receive and spend funds. So, wow. I mean, you know, wow. That's a big deal. Okay, so we touched on the Dallas Mavericks accepting Dogecoin through BitPay. So BitPay officially accepting Dogecoin to be able to convert to fiat. And popping on over to some more news. This is in reference to Chainlink, and as you know, we always touch on all the coins that we try and keep tabs on here at the Bradley Assassin live stream. But this says a dark horse in the Ethereum scaling wars ? Chainlink's oracles find fertile ground on XDAI, and it says Chainlink is rolling out support for XDAI, a 2-layer side chain whose perceived centralization hasn't stopped major dApps players. And they go on to say basically what we've been saying for a long time about Chainlink. Oracles, ladies and gentlemen, you need a way to bring real world data onto these smart contracts, and DeFi is the biggest beneficiary of it. And Chainlink's oracles, it says here, have made their way to XDAI, an Ethereum sidechain that has seen growing adoption among dApp developers who cannot afford to stay on the Ethereum mainnet because these gas fees are crazy. So Chainlink got their claws into some more stuff, like we've been saying. It's just building and building and building and building. So, moving on, more news. You guys know I'm always pulling news, right? And we got right here. This is from businessinsider.com. So this is significant that these people are reporting this, or at least speculating this. And it says Bitcoin will eventually be a global currency. And the $1 million price target within the next 10 years is very reasonable, the Kraken CEO says. And what's hilarious is this is what, a week, or I don't remember when Janet Yellen came out and was just destroying Bitcoin, saying that it can't be used and it's a terrible form of currency and stuff. But meanwhile, you have the direct opposite, people coming out and saying it's going to be $1 million price point in the next decade. So again, more reason to see why I was stressing so hard to make people understand that idiots like Janet Yellen that trash cryptocurrency and Bitcoin don't even have a clue what it is. They're a generation behind. They don't understand what they're talking about. They're just spreading FUD so that the gigantic financial institutions that pay her to say crap like that can buy your position. So humorous at the very least. And then the points of note here say Bitcoin will eventually be the world's currency. Kraken CEO Jesse Powell told Bloomberg, I think 1 million as a price target within next year is very reasonable. The price of Bitcoin is up 70% year to date. And we understand he's speculating just as anyone else. And, you can take this for what it's worth, but just goes to show you, if Janet Yellen can come out and speak idiocy, not knowing what she's talking about, so can these important people come back and defend it. So just more ridiculousness in the crypto space. So another thing I want to touch on today that's been a pretty hot topic here at the Barely Assassin live stream, NFTs, ladies and gentlemen. And while I was trying my best to explain them, I admit, I don't have a complete grasp on the subject either. I'm doing my best to learn, and it is pretty new to me and new to a lot of people. But I did find this nice little explanation here from TheVerge.com. For those of you who would like to read it and look at it in detail, it's at www.theverge.com. And I'm assuming you can just look up NFTs and it'll come up to this. But I'm going to go ahead and read a little bit of it for those of us that, are always questioning and discussing NFTs. But let me start out up here. It says, there's nothing like an explosion of blockchain news to leave you thinking, what's going on here? That's the feeling I've experienced while reading about Grimes getting millions of dollars for NFTs, or about Nyan Cat being sold as one. You might be wondering what is an NFT anyhow? After literal hours of reading, I think I know. I also think I'm going to cry. See, so we're not the only ones. So check it out. So it says, let's start with the basic. What is an NFT? What does NFT stand for? Well, NFT stands for non-fungible token. We knew that, I think. And it says that doesn't make it any clearer, and it doesn't, but check it out. It says, non-fungible more or less means that it's unique and can't be replaced with something else. For example, a Bitcoin is fungible. Trade one for another Bitcoin and you'll have exactly the same thing. A one-of-a-kind trading card, however, is non-fungible. If you traded it for a different card, you have something completely different. You gave up a Squirtle and got a 1909 T206 Honus Wagner, which Stadium Talk calls the Mona Lisa of baseball cards. Okay, so they kind of went a little technical there, but moving on. It says, how do NFTs work? At a very high level, most NFTs are part of the Ethereum blockchain. Ethereum is a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin or Dogecoin, but its blockchain also supports these NFTs, which store extra information that makes them work differently from, say, Ethereum and Ethereum coin. It's worth noting that other blockchains can implement their own versions of NFTs, and it says some already have. And of course, we know that's what Cardano hard fork has just gone through, and now you can create NFTs on their network. Okay. And then we got what's worth picking up at the NFT supermarket. NFTs can really be anything digital, such as drawings, music, your brain downloaded and turned into AI. But a lot of the current excitement is around using the tech to sell digital art. And then they got a little picture of Nyan Cat right here, those of you that aren't viewing. And it says, you mean like people buying my good tweets? And then it says, I don't think anyone can stop you, but that's not really what I meant. A lot of the conversation is about NFTs as an evolution of fine art collecting, only with digital art. And then it asks, do people really think this will become like art collecting? And then moving on, it says, I'm sure some people really hope so. Like whoever paid almost $390,000 for a 50-second video by Grimes, or the person who paid $6.6 million for a video by Beeple. Actually, one of Beeple's pieces is being auctioned at Christie's. I mean, this is really blowing my mind, you guys. It says, wow, rude. But that's where it gets a bit awkward. You can copy a digital file as many times as you want, including the art that's included with an NFT. But NFTs are designed to give you something that can't be copied, ownership of the work. Though the artist can still retain the copyright and reproduction rights, just like with physical artwork. To put it in terms of physical art collecting, anyone can buy a Monet print, but only one person can own the original. And coming down to, they're showing this little image or GIF of a $3,600 Gucci ghost, and it's just a picture of a ghost, of a Gucci ghost, like it looks like a Pac-Man ghost. And it says, also, if I got a Monet, I could appreciate it as a physical object. With digital art, a copy is literally as good as the original. And then it says, what's the point? That really depends on whether you're an artist or a buyer. It says, I'm an artist. First off, I'm proud of you. Way to go. You might be interested in NFTs because it gives you a way to sell work that there otherwise might not be much of a market for. If you come up with a really cool digital sticker idea, what are you going to do? Sell it on iMessage app? No, wait. It says also NFTs have a feature that you can enable that would pay you a percentage every time the NFT is sold or changes hands. And we discussed that the last few days about royalties. And it says, I'm a buyer. One of the obvious benefits of buying art is it lets you financially support artists you like. And that's true with NFTs, which are way trendier than like Telegram stickers. Buying an NFT also usually gets you some basic usage rights, like being able to post the image online or set it as your profile picture, and then bragging rights, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. It goes on. Okay, so is every NFT unique? Question mark. In the boring technical sense that every NFT is a unique token on the blockchain. But while it could be like a Van Gogh, where there's only one definitive actual version, it could also be like a trading card where there's 50 or hundreds of numbered copies of the same artwork. Okay. See, that's what I was getting into. Okay, so it says, who would pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for what basically amounts to a trading card? And it says, well, that's the part of what makes NFTs so messy. Some people treat them like their future of fine art collecting, and some people treat them like Pokemon cards, where they're accessible to normal people, but also a playground for the mega rich. Speaking of Pokemon cards, Logan Paul just sold some NFTs relating to the $1 million box of the whatever. Okay, and then yeah, so it explains it, but I don't think it helps much. if that makes any sense. It explains it kind of, but it's explaining something that's still not really explanatory. Like, it's strange. Anyway, I'm not gonna bore the community with that, but it's strange. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe, like I said, I don't know. All I can do is relay information and kind of where we are, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's true though, right? I get the explanation. I'm reading it. I'm following it. I understand what they're telling me, but is what they're telling me, does that help? Like, it's so awkward. But okay, yeah, good for NFTs. Like, I hope that works out. Okay, so let me catch up on some chat because I just read a 4-day long article. Okay, let's see. Let me roll up here. Reckham says, not long ago, Mark Cuban advised retailers to buy into GameStop Actually, he never bought any GME. Personally, I lost respect for Mark Cuban, and now he's advertising Doge. Your thoughts? Well, he's been a cryptocurrency supporter for, like it said in that article, the Dallas Mavericks have been accepting Bitcoin for over 2 years. So he's kind of putting his money where his mouth is. Kind of, I mean, at least supporting it on at a physical level. So the fact that he just is now accepting more cryptocurrency in the form of Dogecoin, I think is just kind of par for the course, like it's just part of adoption for crypto as a whole. So I don't see a problem with that. Let's see, Mr. Stephen Toth. I've been cashing in on my WAXP attendees since yesterday, so anything with NFTs makes me happy. I hear you, man. I hear you. And you did call it, and it has been pumping. So congratulations on that, and thank you for bringing it to the stream's attention. Refinance, I don't follow, my friend. I'm familiar with what you're talking about, but I personally stayed away from it, just on the fact that the creator of the coin and the guy in the behind development team has come off some sketchy things he's done in the past. And I mean, I get it. It's DeFi and it's doing well and stuff like that. But when the development team has questions behind it, I typically avoid it. And that could just me being old school. Like maybe I need to get past that. But I'm so my investments, I'm full up anyway. I don't have any more money to invest right now. I mean, I could move some coin around, but I prefer to hold on to my investments. Joel G, people buy expensive art for the tax breaks. Yeah, you see, that's a whole nother thing. But how long before your CPA is going to actually understand even how to properly work cryptocurrency taxes, much less buying digital art to help your tax cuts in the form of NFTs? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even going to attempt. I have to use multiple CPAs because you have CPAs that don't have no clue what crypto is and don't grasp it and stuff like that. And then saying, well, imagine going at the end of the year and your CPA says, look, you're gonna owe $10,000 in taxes. You're like, well, hold up. I just bought a $10,000 JPEG of a cat with a rainbow blowing out of its ass. Let's write that off. You know what I'm saying? Bruh, this world is changing so fast. Your traditional business models don't work anymore. Your traditional finance is all over the place. People that went to school and have accredited in certain fields to do your taxes and do your financing don't know what the hell they're looking at anymore. So it's the Wild West, y'all. Crypto has officially flipped the world over. All right, let's see. David says, what's your thoughts on XRP after the last couple of days news? Man, it was looking like XRP was going to come out of this and whatnot, and it's going to be fine. And they still might. But now the SEC is cracking down on one of their former partners or someone that was using XRP or something. So now they have to deal with the SEC. So honestly, it's looking like while they might come out of this okay, it looks like it's going to take a few months at least before people start trusting XRP again, because they don't want to have to get questioned and deal with the SEC either. So I think eventually they'll be okay. It's just not going to be a complete turnaround or complete 180, right away. So that's just my thoughts on it. Have you heard of Gods Unchained? No, unfortunately, I have not. AVAX, I'm not familiar with. Chile's going crazy. Yeah, I saw that earlier. A couple people mentioned that was going crazy. I didn't even get a chance to see it. Let me try and pull something up on that. The world's leading blockchain fintech provider. Let's see. Most recent news. NFT boom triggers parabolic rises in Chile. So it's all NFT related. I see. Okay. And Chile's, went up. Wow, really nice looking. 60% today, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, up to 12 cents. Yeah, so the NFT boom is really pulling some coins with it. Obviously, it's just still trying to wrap my head around it. Mr. Stephen Toth says, have I looked into Mobicoin, MobiPay? Not yet, my friend. I have not. Why do you not have XRP, Paul? I'm confident. I did own XRP for quite a long time, and just recently I moved out of XRP to increase my holdings in my other investments in VeChain, Cardano, Dogecoin, all the coins I've invested in. I just dispersed what I was holding in XRP because I just think personally it's going to be a few months before people start trusting XRP again and want to start working with them again after the troubles that they're having to deal with. I'm not saying that they're going away and it's going to be bad. In fact, I think ultimately it'll be good, but it's just going to take a little while. So I prefer to have my stuff in my coin interests that have much more positive outlook immediately, you know. Wake me up before you go. I remember I don't remember if it was Wham or it was when George Michael went solo and they did last Christmas I gave you my heart, very next day you gave it away. Man, that's like my favorite Christmas song. Okay, let's see. What's getting to $1 first, Doge or VeChain? That's a tough one, man. You know what's funny about that is normally without even thinking I would have said VeChain, but every day it's Doge adoption that I'm seeing all over the place. And while we haven't seen a ton in the way of price action, that's a tough one now, because look, we've seen the effect the media and celebrities and influencers have on Dogecoin, and if this continues, I don't know, but the fundamentalist in me is I'm gonna say VeChain because I'm gonna say VeChain, and but it wouldn't surprise me at all to see Dogecoin get to $1 in the next 2 or 3 years, but I'm banking on VeChain seeing $1 next year, so I'm gonna say VeChain confidently. VeChain confidently. What is NFT? Can you explain it, please? That's a $1 million question, right? Okay, look, we just went over that. So what I'm gonna do for you, my friend, who's asking this? YouTube commenter. Check it out, brother. Let's pop on over to display capture, and I'll show you a website that I just ran. I read the whole thing, so I don't want to kill the community with my monotone voice again, but check this out. If you go here to www.theverge.com, they have a nice explanation. It says basically the article is titled NFTs Explained. So if you go, you can listen to it. They got the audible version of it, and you can go read it. And like I jokingly said a few minutes ago, it explains it perfectly, but I don't know if that helps because NFTs are some Wild West shit, man. But yeah, I just finished reading it, so if you don't mind and you want to check it out in detail, this is a brilliant article. TheVerge.com, NFTs Explained. That way, because we just finished that like less than 5 minutes ago. And let's see. Can we get some bakery merch? I ain't got much bakery merch. I just got t-shirts, man. White and black t-shirts. 3GP Media. I see you, my friend. The Breathtaker says, this year to save me from tears, I gave it to the bird. Right? VeChain. Let's hear King Creole. Ooh, I'm not gonna embarrass the community with that one. Sean Schaefer says, I think Doge will get to 25 cents first, but VeChain will get to $1 first. Yeah, that's a fair analysis. You know, like I said, I'm predicting Dogecoin and VeChain both to approach a 20 to 25 cent coin this year. But you know, the fundamentals and the team and the partnerships want me to. I have to believe VeChain is going to get to $1 first. But like I said, I mean, with this adoption and acceptance going on with Dogecoin, and it, while we did hit a little stale period for a couple of weeks, I'm sure y'all noticed. But in this week, man, a lot of Dogecoin news coming out. So Dogecoin movement strong right here. Stephen Toth says we need to hear more from the Doge development team. Yeah, absolutely. It was great to see the announcement of the network improvements, and that stuff has to happen before any other changes. You know, the network has to be scalable and where they want it to be before they can start other things. So every time they come out with some news, it's going to be good news. And like I said before, we're looking forward to all of that. Empathy tilt VET will have better utility. Yeah, of course. I mean, VET is pretty much the world beater right now, in my personal opinion. It has so many branches that is catering to all these companies to make it applicable for them to get onto the VeChain network, from VeChain network to VeThor and all the branches in between, and in all forms of logistics, all forms of the supply chain, and more. It's a world beater. It's just everywhere. And like I said, if they just keep doing what they're doing, eventually they're gonna have so many partnerships. They're gonna be burning more gas than coins they're creating. So supply versus demand is gonna kick in, and then FOMO is gonna kick in, and then it should be fantastic for the long run, as long as we're patient. I personally feel that way. Let's see. David says, is there any point in Doge devs working on the coin, as it's not the functionality of the coin that's what's going to win? It's going to be the meme and the public support. Well, yes and no. I mean, you know, coin development, like it's already much faster transaction speed than your Bitcoins and your Ethereums and all that stuff anyway. So if you want the coin to be wide case used, you know, first and foremost for speed of transaction and ease of usability and stuff like that, you have to keep making improvements on the network, because as you get more and more transactions on the network from it being more and more popular, you need to be able to find ways and create, maintain the speed of the network and stuff like that. Otherwise, people will stop using it. Imagine, because even right now, you know, you try and make a Bitcoin transaction, sometimes it takes half an hour, and it's just not feasible in a lot of cases, you know. That's why a lot of these companies that are accepting Bitcoin as pay will work it like a credit card. You know, like they have tons of Bitcoin in holding so that they can process the exchange as a credit card does, you know, instantly, and then go back and resolve the finance after, that sort of stuff. So yeah, it does need to continue to efforts for it. So it's kind of like a 2-in-1. You know, that stuff has to happen, you know. Let's see. I finished the Wham Christmas song. You know what I'm talking about? Last Christmas. It's so catchy, bro. It's like super depressing. Like it's like the worst Christmas song ever. But the what they call it? What they call that in music? The little, when it's catchy, God dang it. I'm not a musician, but there's a term for it. The hook. When the hook gets you. Oh Lord. Okay. Let's see. Is there companies in China accepting VeChain or false rumors? Yeah, in fact, I mean, VeChain is pretty much an Asian company, pretty much. The majority of their partnerships are in Asia and China. Yesterday, the massive news came out about that Fortune 500 aluminum, that metals company, coming on the VeChain in the form of whatever branch VeChain created for them. And it was saying how they're in 50 countries worldwide, and they do almost $13 billion a year in sales. They provide aluminum for like auto industries and all kind of stuff like that. So that's going to take the better part of a year for adoption to complete, because there's so many products and stuff that have to be, you know, kind of tagged, so to speak, you know, inserted into the system before you start seeing all of the VeChain, I mean the VeThor burn. But yeah, I mean, this stuff's happening all the time, man. And then not to mention that there are major partnerships that stand out in Asia, or, you know, like Walmart China, DHL, Renault, BMW. But they're everywhere. It's just, yeah, I think they're pretty much an Asian team and an Asian coin. David asks, why is VET so underpriced if it has so many links and brands and supporting? All the partnerships don't seem to make an impact recently. All the growth was last year. Well, I mean, that's what we've been talking about forever. It really, it doesn't make sense. The coin is incredibly undervalued, which is good for us, but it won't be. By the end of the year, we'll see that it won't be that way any longer. Not to mention, you do have I mean, not like a Dogecoin type circulating supply, but you do have a large circulating supply. I mean, your Bitcoin and Ethereum's hovering at 21 million, 18 million coins and 114 million coins is a far cry from, the like VeChain's. I don't want to misspeak. Let me bring up the VeChain thingy. Okay, where's our circulating supply? Yeah, you see, so what I'm saying is it's kind of like apples and oranges, and the math is what stands out. You have a $50,000 or $48,000 Bitcoin because there's only 18 million coins in circulation, yes, it does have a $900 billion market cap. I'm not taking that away, but in the case of VeChain, you have a $63 billion circulating supply. So to get a $1 VeChain, you need a $63 billion market cap, to match your circulating supply. So in retrospect, what I'm saying is it's just circulating supply directly affects the price of the coin to the point where it doesn't mean that it's not a lesser project or less valuable in terms of case use. It's just monetarily, math is math. So like, let's say VeChain approaches Bitcoin's market cap, right? Let's see. So 63 billion divided by 900 million. I can't even type in that number. It's so crazy. 900 billion. Hold on. I can't even do it. So let's do 900 billion divided by 63 billion is a $14 coin. Is that right? Maybe my math's off. Let me think for a second. Okay, you need 63 billion to reach $1. So 630 billion would be $10. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like for VeChain, if VeChain had Bitcoin's market cap of $900 billion, VeChain would be a $14 coin. So you see, it's kind of, even if it achieves what Bitcoin has achieved, it'll never be a $55,000 coin. So yeah, so like I'm not the greatest mathematician in the world, but yeah. So, and the truth is, in the next decade, there's a chance a company like VeChain can approach a $1 trillion market cap. And I know that sounds crazy, but the supply chain industry as a whole is a $70 trillion industry, and they're not going to monopolize it. There's other coins, there's other blockchains. Not everyone's going to use VeChain. We understand that, but I mean, you only need to take, what, 2% of that? Something. Again, I'm not a mathematician, but you guys know where I'm going with it. Unbelievable. I'm excited. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen? I'm getting a repeat phone call from work, so something must be going on. I'm not leaving. I do have to step away. We've been streaming for 45 minutes. I'm going to officially take a little break, and I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
You have so much leisure time in which you can do things you enjoy. You have so much leisure time. Time in which you can do things you enjoy.
Raise up in the morning, long before they all lose the glow. Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that delay. Work is work, right? Okay, so let me get back to chat. Yeah, so I think we can do another coin market cap recap right now. We are 50 minutes into the stream, and just touch on all the news that we went over earlier. I think there might be a good time for that. So let's do that real quick. Graphic, please. All right, and here we are back once again for coin market cap recap number 2 on the day. And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we are at $1,483 billion. Bitcoin number 1 at a hair under $900 billion market cap, sitting at just over $48,000. Ethereum in the number 2 spot at $1,527. Tether just overtook. We got knocked out. Cardano got knocked down again, but this right here is a little battle. We got Tether in the number 3 spot at $36,200,000,000. Binance Coin now in the number 4 spot at $35,316,000,000. Cardano down to number 5 at $35,167,000,000. So the 3, 4, 5 spots seem to be flipping, and doesn't seem to be anything out of the normal. Just those 3 spots are very close. Number 6 is Polkadot at $35. Number 7 is XRP at 47 cents. Number 8, Litecoin at $180. Number 9, Chainlink at $27.71. Number 10, Bitcoin at $504. Other coins we like to point out is Uniswap, $28.87. Dogecoin in the number 14 spot. Tons of positive news with concerning Dogecoin in the last few days, especially today, up to just about 5 cents. And then, of course, coming down, we have Theta up to 425. Things are looking really good for Theta. And VeChain up 1 spot from the last coin market cap recap, up to number 27 at 4.9 cents. And the Graph, which I like to monitor and invested in, at $1.84. So that's the coin market cap recap. Okay, and we're going to touch on the news again, as I said we would a few minutes ago, to kind of go over everything we had discussed. Let me just refresh my news outlets to make sure that we are up to date. You know what I'm saying? And we are. Okay, moving on to some news on the display capture. This is from Dogecoin developers. This is from the development team. This is the development team's Reddit page on Reddit forum, I should say, on Reddit. And it's just showing that since the announcement of the Dogecoin network upgrade, they're moving at about 5% of switch over per day. So you can see there from the 1.14.2, about 20% of the network has been changed over to 1.14.3. And then, of course, the amazing news, and I'll read it out once more for everyone. It says, much wow, the Dallas Mavericks to accept Dogecoin for tickets and merchandise. It says, Dogecoin, a cryptocurrency born out of a joke, can now be used as payment for tickets and merchandise for the Dallas Mavericks basketball team. The National Basketball Association franchise confirmed Thursday that it has become the first major business to accept Doge, allowing users to convert the digital currency to fiat using BitPay. And it's not really the first major business to accept Doge. I mean, it depends on what you consider major. I guess they could claim that if they want to. But the big deal, the big news out of this is that it's being done through BitPay. And moving on to here, this is from businesswire.com. It says BitPay lets merchants accept Dogecoin. So while this was technically, I guess, a team, some coordinated strike, so to speak, while the Dallas Mavericks wanted to have it done through BitPay, but BitPay obviously as a whole is going to start letting merchants accept Dogecoin, and they do the conversion. So this is massive. It seems like it should be bigger news than it is, but I guess when you're in the crypto space, you're kind of in a bubble, so to speak, and maybe it is big news. I think it is. Okay, and then moving on, this is a little bit of Chainlink news. It says a dark horse in the Ethereum scaling wars? ? Chainlink's oracles find fertile ground on XDAI. And it says Chainlink is rolling out support for XDAI, a layer 2 side chain whose perceived centralization hasn't stopped major DApp players. And then, of course, just more adoption for Chainlink. As we said before many times, they are the leaders in the space, and they use their oracles to bring real-world information onto smart contracts. And this is just another link in the chain, so to speak, in terms of adoption and how important Chainlink is to the entire crypto or blockchain space. And we found this article, which is humorous, because a week after Janet Yellen and those idiots came throwing FUD into the crypto space regarding Bitcoin and stuff like that, they might have seats of power, that generation, and people might listen to them. But you know what? The Kraken CEO's got a little bit of clout as well, and he says Bitcoin will eventually be a global currency, and $1 million price target within the next 10 years is very reasonable. And coming down to the 4 points or 3 points of note, excuse me. It says Bitcoin will eventually be the world's currency. Kraken CEO Jesse Powell told Bloomberg. I think 1 million as a price target within the next 10 years is very reasonable, he said. The price of Bitcoin is up 70% year to date. And yeah, I mean, you give something 10 years to continue. I mean, it went from 0 to 58,000 at high point in 14 years. I agree. I mean, it's very possible it could reach $1 million in the next decade. But that's just a lot of the news we pulled for everyone today at the Bradley Assassin live stream. The FUD that was thrown our way from Janet Yellen and those puppets in seats of power that are paid to say these kinds of things so that the financial institutions can force you into selling or scare you into selling so they can claim your positions. That's a played out strategy. I know a lot of people fall for it that aren't familiar with the crypto space and are uncomfortable to the validity, but ultimately buying and holding and doing what the banks are attempting to do now because they missed out on the cryptocurrency space a few years ago is going to put us in a position with the power in the next generation. And I'm looking forward to that. Let's see, catching up on chat. Engine, I'm not personally invested. Obviously, it looks great. If I'm not mistaken, it's got something to do with NFTs. Am I right? And anything in the NFT market right now just looks amazing because it's kind of the hot thing. What car do I drive? I drive what I call my beater every day. It's just a 2011 Chevrolet HHR. It's a little hatchback wagon because I'm always moving tools and electrical and plumbing and everything I need to keep my businesses running. It's my beater. Like, I don't care about it. But I am a muscle car lover at heart, and those are kind of cars we bring to shows and that sort of stuff. But I drive a little piece of junk, and I have some delivery vans for the businesses too that I use whenever one of my daily vehicles break. We have some delivery vans, that sort of stuff. Pretty normal stuff. I mean, a worthless car that I don't care beating up, and all my employees drive the nice new delivery vans. Okay. Peter Connor, I'm from Scotland. Are the Dallas Mavericks a big deal there? Well, the NBA, I'm not a basketball fan. Honestly, I'll tell you straight up. But obviously, NBA basketball is huge in the States. And yes, I'm sure the Dallas Mavericks have a pretty significant following. Like I said, I don't follow it, but I know how frantic the NBA fans are, and the NFL fans, and the MLB fans, and I understand the NBA is a massive organization, and I see it. I've been in the sports cars industry and stuff like that most of my life, so yeah, it's needless to say it's huge, and but the BitPay side of it is the important part, honestly. I think. Did I say that right? Is it BitPay? Yeah, BitPay. That side of it is more significant than just the NBA team accepting it, but still, things like that have to happen. We talk about that all the time. Do I know anything about the Shiba token? I do not, my friend. Unfortunately, not yet. Chainlink pump incoming soon? Question mark. I don't know. I stay away from the whole term pump and dump and whatnot. Like I think. I guess that's technically what it does if you put money into it. But for me, the more volume and institutional money and that sort of thing, money coming into a coin and it increases in value, that's how I like to look at it. Because pump, usually what goes up must come down kind of thing like that. I don't like the kind of like false influx of money from a pump, because that just, people are going to want to buy the high, that kind of thing, or whatever you want to call it. Sell the high. So, yeah, I don't know. Like VeChain and Chainlink to me are just coins that are going to continually increase in value over the long term. So, if there are times of it pumping and dumping or peaking and valleying and that stuff, that's fine. I just don't, I don't day trade and stuff like that. So it doesn't really affect me too much. But I could definitely see, it's gotta pump or go up at some point, right? So yeah, whatever you want to call it. But I completely think that those coins are throughout this entirety of the year are going to continue to grow. What would be my last meal on death row? Probably crawfish etouffee with corn and a steak, maybe something like that. Let's see. Continuing on, Mr. Jonas Wallenhaus. I bought perks for $120 and coin worth of $70. I hope it will. Yeah, I hope so too, my friend. What's my dream car? Well, I kind of own it. 1972 Chevelle Super Sport. That's what I've always wanted, and I was able to build one over the last few years. I'm a muscle car guy for sure. I love the muscle car era. I don't like Ford, but I love Chevrolet and Dodge. Yeah, Chevrolet Chevelles. If anybody wants to see it, I can pull a picture for you. We've talked about it a lot. I just never really showed anybody except 3GP Media. Sent him a link one day to some of the images, but let me see if I can find a few pictures of my, I call her Penny. She's copper colored. Let's see. I gotta have some in my Facebook. All that stuff's like saved on files, but I might have some Facebook images. Yeah, here's one. You want to see it? You don't want to see Penny? All right. Penny. This is Penny, y'all. It's not the best picture in the world. I got some professional pictures somewhere, but this is just something I had snapped on Facebook one day after I took the chrome trim off of the fender wells, because I had the inside of the fender wells rubberized, coated, and all that kind of stuff. And I had my brake calipers painted to match the car that day, stuff like that. So I just snapped a couple pictures. Like I said, it's not the best picture in the world, but it's cold. In fact, that was even before I had got some custom SS badges done in black, and I've since replaced that and all kinds of stuff. You know, you never stop tinkering with these things. It was cold. It was cold-blooded, y'all. You see, I might have some more pictures. Never really get into that. Oh wait, I got a video of it running. Or do I? Hold on. Is this it? Dude, oh look, this is the SS badges that I had custom made. Cause the whole theme is chrome, black, and copper. They normally only come in white, but I had these done up. And you can see the brake calipers in that picture, painted to match the car. Yeah. All that kind of cool stuff. If y'all into muscle cars and hot rods. I really wish I could find. I got a ton of stuff. I really do, but I don't want to bore the community with it. You know. Definitely have a ton of stuff. In fact, for those that may have caught me talking about it on stream before, for a few years right out of high school, I also worked as a 12-volt car audio installer and stuff like that. So I did all the electrical in the car, and I built the audio system and everything from scratch. And this is right when I got for the audio system I had powered by Rockford Fosgate, if y'all are familiar with car audio stuff. And I had the amp painted to match, and this is right when I got it back. Isn't that slick? And it was metal heat sinks and stuff like that. So we painted the amp to match, and this is some close-ups after I put the logos and stuff back on it. You can kind of see the copper flake in it, the metallic flake in it. Yeah, see, there you go. See the metallic flake in it? Yeah. And then if you want to see what that looks like in the car, I think I got a few pictures of that too. I had built the trunk. I built the entire audio system from scratch. And this is what it looked like in the car after I finished building out the trunk. I did 2 JL12s, and I built all the panels and wrapped them in vinyl, black vinyl, to match the interior of the car. And I backlit everything, and I built these little cubbies on the side in here to store like car detailing stuff for the shows. And then this is the other side of it. And this is what it looks like dead on, and you can see my fuse panels and stuff that I built into the cubby holes out of the way. So yeah, stuff like that. That's what I'm into whenever I'm not doing this. I'm slammed, bro. I got work. I got car stuff. I got crypto stuff. It's like I told y'all before, I sleep about 4 hours a day, so I spend a lot of time keeping myself busy. I'm terrible at sitting still. I'm terrible at not doing anything. Like if I have an hour to myself and like I'm not doing this, you know, being functional or creative, like I feel like I'm not doing anything. I'm weird like that, man. I can't take it, you know. But anyway, so well, thanks for the compliments, everybody. Like it really means a lot to me. The cars won 3 best of shows, and then I usually place in something. You know, those car shows give awards for just about everything, like best Chevy of the era, best muscle car of the era, best engine, best audio system. There's a lot of awards. They really like to cover the grounds. They don't like to have people losing, so to speak. So you usually walk away with something. And the coolest thing about those auto shows and all that kind of stuff is like they have a lot of sponsors, like big sponsors like O'Reilly and AutoZone and stuff like that. And you get like these goodie bags, if you know, for everyone that enters. And man, they got all kinds of cool stuff in there, like Huggies and like little sample oil things and sample like WD-40 things and just all kinds of shit that you add to your garage. And you know, let me see if I can find some pictures of the motor. It's a let me see if I can find the motor before we touch on it. I gotta have pictures of it. It's a bored out 350. It's like a 383 stroker. Got to have pictures of my. Ooh, I just found some good pictures, some older pictures of some pro shots. Hold on. I really want to find those motor pictures for y'all, because the motor is what separates it. When I pop the hood, people are like, bruh, are you serious with this? I'm like, yeah. I'm pretty much a perfectionist. Oh, y'all want to see my other car? Let me show y'all my other car. This was the first car I restored. It's a 1971 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray. This is the first car I restored. This is my baby, but my dream car was always a Chevelle. But this one took about 2 years, and the Chevelle took about 2 years. Got a few shots of it. That's me in it in the driveway, trying to park it, because I don't like to take them out too much, because they're like targets for scratch. Oh, that's me with a beer in the picture. My wife's beer. The Stingray's got the most, that 70, the 68 to 72 Corvettes are the most gorgeous bodies on a car ever created, in my personal opinion. They're not as practical as the Chevelle, though. I mean, it has no back seat and all that kind of stuff, but the body lines on the car are just drop dead gorgeous. In case y'all wanted to know what's up with that. And let me see. Oh, here's a side picture of it. Yeah, see, look at this. Tell me, even if you're not a car lover, that you just don't think this is just gorgeous, right? I mean, look at it. Not to mention, I don't know if there's a lot of car people out there, but the Corvette bodies, the bodies are fiberglass. So like taking this car out and stuff like that, I was always stressing, because like, and it's T-tops, like, you know, if somebody hits it or something like that, you know, and it's fiberglass, you're kind of screwed. Like, it's just a pain. But anyway, I mean, that's just, I mean, how do you not like this body on this car? God damn. Yeah, maybe I like cars a little too much, but still looking for the engines. This is just off Facebook, some stuff that I uploaded years ago, so I don't have them at hand. It's just whatever I had uploaded. I'm digging, y'all. Y'all want to see me in high school? There's a picture of me and my little boom truck in high school. I just found. Y'all want to see it? I'll show it to y'all. Not the clearest picture, but this is the Bradley Assassin in 1994. Yeah, that's a long time ago. Okay, we gotta take that off. Okay, I can't find the engine pictures yet, y'all. Oh, we have any Magic the Gathering people watching right now? Because I'm gonna show you something that's gonna be incredibly sexy to y'all. Let me see first if we have any people that know what Magic the Gathering is before I show this picture. Nobody? No Magic the Gathering people? Okay, I don't need to show this picture. Okay, y'all want? Okay, I see an MTG fan. Check this out, bruh. You want to see some wild shit? Look, some cards from my collection, and tell me if you know what that is. That's on my desk at work. Someone didn't believe me, and I took a quick shot. Yeah, if you know what that is, you know what it is. If you don't, you don't. But if you do, you do. Pretty proud of that. I could literally sell that and buy a house if y'all aren't too sure what that is. Anyway, moving on from that. Okay, let's see. I gotta find those engine pics. Nope, don't have them archived on Facebook, y'all. Sorry. And I think we talked about old school shit enough. I think we need to get back into. Cryptocurrency. Hope I didn't turn too many people off. Let's see. Dana Burnett asked to tell us about the truck. The truck was a a 1991 Mitsubishi Mighty Max that I put 415s in. It was pretty much a boom truck if you were around during that era. It was cool as hell at that time though. Let's see. Favorite car body would have to be a 1990 Nissan 300ZX. Yes, I always loved those early Zs. When are you getting my haircut? I don't know. Pretty soon, bro. It's starting to get pretty wild. Okay, Mr. Mandrake. Bitcoin pulled stuff down a bit. Nothing special. VET is still stronger than others. About to explode. Yep, I completely agree with that statement. As Bitcoin fluctuates, so does the market. I mean, that's just the way it is. You know, that's why all these coins values are based on Satoshis, and we get it. But there's gonna come a time, you know, especially I think throughout March, once VeChain 2.0. I heard that VeChain 2.0 is going to be happening in the next 2 weeks. I couldn't get confirmation from anyone and whatnot, but it looks like that's happening. So I expect to see VeChain continually show well, at least up until the 2.0 starts getting implemented. Let's see. Yeah, but the mini trucks were hot, man. Oof. Let's see. I know, Peter Khan, I can't help it. I'm answering questions. I don't want to be rude. I'm trying my best to switch focus, but see, look, Ian says I got 4 kicker 12s in the back seat of my Challenger. You see? It's a thing, man. I like that stuff. Panyo Suzuki. Does VeChain own the IP for what it does, or other people can copy? I missed out on VET. Does VeChain own the IP for what? I'm not fully understanding the question. I'm not fully understanding what you're asking, my friend. GP Media said, I just talked about my course for like 20 minutes. Sorry, bro. I can still send you all that stuff if you want to. How many subs watch this compared to random people? It's mostly subs now, I think, man. Well, a lot of subs anyway. Mostly subs now. The first few weeks it was crazy in here, man. It was so amped up and so crazy because of the Dogecoin popularity. And then we definitely chilled out a lot. And I think it's mostly subs and returns that come. But whatever, we welcome everyone. But don't forget to like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen, if you're enjoying the content. And if you do subscribe, turn on notifications so you know every time we go live, especially tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central Time. We're going to be giving away some free Cardano cryptocurrency, so you don't want to miss that. I used to stream, yes, Mr. Sean Schaefer, for almost the better part of a year. I stream Magic. I've always been a competitive Magic the Gathering player, and I played competitively on Arena for at least 9 months last year. And that's how this channel started, and that's kind of where I was able to set everything up. I had all my equipment, I had my logos, a lot of it done, you know, and then I just made some changes and converted to crypto. But yeah, I streamed on Twitch for almost a year, Magic the Gathering. Oh, Gods Unchanged, that's what you're asking about. No, I'm not, man. 3GP Media said that generation vet is the most underrated. Yeah, I mean, I agree. You can still find them for, you know, I mean, they don't give them away, but and like I said, the 68 to 72, this in 73 they went to that rubber, that urethane bumper in the front, and it killed it. They still had the chrome bumpers in the back, which they did away with the following year, and then they went all urethane, and then it started really looking funky, like the 70s funky, you know what I'm talking about? But the 68 to 72 is when they were full chrome bumpers. Those sharks are the best looking bodies on a car ever. Okay. What wallet do I store perks in? I store perks in MetaMask, my friend. It's kind of a difficult coin to hold and store and stuff like that, so you got to be creative. But MetaMask is one of the few wallets that you can create the coin if you don't have it. But I give Lynn a big shout out. She's working a night shift and is going to watch the stream later. Hi, Lynn. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. The very next day, you gave it away. I know you guys are some George Michael buffs. That's for you, Lynn, if you're watching. Mr. Michael Wiggins, this is my favorite crypto channel. Well, thank you, my friend. Love the personality and appreciate your wealth of knowledge. Well, thanks for the kind words. Incredibly flattering. Thank you so much. We try our best. I know sometimes we go off topic because, you know, we do have regular lives. But I try and bring all the news I can that I can dig up pertaining to the coins we try and follow. And the coins I'm not familiar with, I always write down and try and gain some knowledge on so we can at least touch on them. But we do the best we can, man. Thank you. Mr. Susuk says, does VeChain own the rights of doing what it does with the blockchain, or can other people copy the idea? I missed out on VeChain coin. Well, no, they don't. That's really not how it works, kind of. I mean, any team can come along and create a blockchain project to do what others do. Obviously, you know, there are thousands of coins in the cryptocurrency space, and there are other coins that are attempting to do what VeChain does, just like there are other coins attempting to do what VeChain does and stuff like that. And you know, it's depending on the development team, you know, how devoted they are, how capable they are of bringing on partners and expanding the project and stuff like that. So while VeChain isn't the only one working in the supply chain industry, they are far and away the leaders. No one's even close to their partnerships. And for the space that VeChain is in, I really don't think you have to worry about competition as far as that aspect. That's a good question. Thank you. Okay, who makes my Bradley Assassin intros and graphics? Well, I came up with the base ideas, kind of. I got with a professional to render it, to render the animations for me, as I can't do that. But I came up with the ideas and some of the original sketches and stuff like that, and they just made it perfect for me, if that makes sense. And I can't remember the name of the company or the person. It's someone I just hired off the internet, honestly. But I worked on what I wanted, and they put their professional touches on it. SJW took over MTG and kicked out toxic players. SJW. Mr. Joel G, expand on the SJW. For some reason, it's not clicking. Mr. Young, your thoughts on BTT? Shout out from Baton Rouge. Yeah, man, what's up? Welcome back. I recognize you. Man, I don't get involved in BTT. I've said that before. BitTorrent has been around for years. I actually used to mine it a couple of years ago and stuff like that. And I haven't seen anything on the technicals or on the fundamental side to make me think that it's anything more than it ever was, aside from some people on some forums just trying to pump it. So I kind of stay away from stuff like that. End of the month prediction for VeChain. I've said 7 or 8 cents before. I'm gonna go. I think I've touched on 7 cents is where I kind of wanted to settle for a long time, but because it really looks like VeChain 2.0 is going to be coming out in the next 2 weeks, I'm gonna go 8 cents. I'm gonna go an entire penny higher than my original prediction because I mean, I see no negatives with VeChain right now. I'm gonna go 8 cents, which is was that 40% increase from where we're at right now, something like that, and that's substantial. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Have I seen Omi, and what are your thoughts? No, I don't have a ton of information on it. I will look into it though, my friend. Thank you. You can get it on BitForex. Okay, I'll look into it. Social Justice Warrior. Can you go back and read that? Social Justice Warrior took over MTG. Man, I'm not familiar with that. Like I said, I hadn't played Magic in a few months due to some personal reasons and a lot of things, but I haven't even looked at it since end of November. I think I need to go check it out. Trying to catch up on that. Look, my son got my cat. You want to see one of my cats? Show his face in the camera. Look. Yeah. That's Bandit. You put him up. Bite you. Maybe a collection of characters from the Bradley Assassin universe is a good idea for NFT. Hey. Apparently you can do that now, right? We could make like the Bradley Assassin universe with like characters and stuff and just sell them all with royalties. With royalties. Yeah.
That would be sick.
Where can we buy your merch? Thanks for answering my question, my friend. Well, thank you for the comment, Mr. Tew Young. I'm probably messing that up. But if you scroll down into my description here for this stream, you can see some links to like a cold storage wallet and all the equipment I use here on the stream. And a little bit further down, we have a KuCoin referral code, the link, the invite to join the Discord, ladies and gentlemen. I see a lot of you aren't in the Discord, and if you'd like to be a part of the community, there are links there. And then right below that, the very last link is the Bradley Assassin merchandise. So if anyone would like to take a look at that stuff, it will always be there for at your discretion to do with what you choose. David says, can you afford to lose your full crypto portfolio? Are you investing play money or big life savings? Well, I mean, that's kind of, I can, because I never invest more than I can afford to lose, but I certainly don't want to. So yeah, I mean, you know, social justice warriors are weird woke people that ruin everything they touch. Yeah, I don't know what that, I don't know. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I'll
I mean, I'm gonna go 11:30, so you
okay.
whatever you get.
Okay, y'all. Let's see. Catch up real quick. Bitcoin market dominance is down now 59.3. How do you think it will go after this market cycle? Well, we need Bitcoin dominance to continue to go down for the altcoin market to explode like we've been waiting on. So like, you know, if it can get down to around, I don't know if it's gonna get down this low. You know, I mean, think we've been kind of waiting and expecting the altcoin market to really take off, and it's been doing well. But you know, I think historically they like to see it at between 45 and 50% before your altcoins really start exploding. Is that, are we gonna get there? I mean, that's the consensus among the experts. But I mean, with so much institutional money coming into Bitcoin now, I don't know if we're going to see that dramatic of a downturn, you know, right in the immediate anyway. BlockFi now give interest on Link. I'm hoping to move crypto over there. Yeah, we touched on that yesterday. BlockFi officially, you can officially stake Chainlink on BlockFi now. That's fantastic. VChain Baby says, it's a lot easier diamond hands, isn't it? Making my last VChain purchase tomorrow. Got 100,000 in the bag. Congratulations, man. That's a significant bag. And you know, for those that follow, know that I've been working and collecting VChain for years now, since the project was VEN on the Ethereum network. but yeah, it takes a long time. It takes a lot of devotion and determination to continue buying, even, you know, when the coin was once at a fraction of a penny, then a penny, then 2 cents. It's like, you know, it's like, man, I should have bought them. But you know what, like I said, it still feels ground level, and the best is definitely yet to come with VChain and Chainlink and Doge and everybody. So yeah, as long as you just keep adding to your bags, if you are in the mindset and you are a long-term holder and in it for the long run, anytime's a good time to buy right now. Can you trade your VChain and KuCoin while being staked? Well, the way KuCoin works is you have to actually move your VChain or whatever you're staking into there. They have like a pool X, I think they call it, which is like where the staking coins go, and you can't do anything with them there. But you simply just have to move them into your trading account, which is literally just clicking and moving them into a trading account. Then you can do what you want with them. I don't think that they lock them up for extended periods or anything like that. It's just, you just move them into different like folders, so to speak. What's up with ADA? It's having a hard time correction. Yeah, I mean, you know, it wasn't going to stay at $1.50 like it was. It needed to correct. That's just the way the market always works for when coins peak out like that. So this is part of the correction. And you know, we're fully expecting it to continue growing throughout the year. Okay. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. There's still plenty of room for likes and subs, ladies and gentlemen, for this stream in particular. And for those that are new to the channel, I see mostly people that I'm familiar with here, but for those that are new or hadn't seen the commercial for the upcoming stream tomorrow, I think now might be a good time to pop on over and let that run one time, ladies and gentlemen. At least one time. Let me pull that up for everybody.
Before we go further, I want to remind you that
okay, so let me pop on over here. It's going to be kind of wonky because it's in the display capture, but instead of repeating myself, I'll let myself repeat what I said. Y'all heard that? Instead of repeating myself, I'll let myself repeat what I said. Check this out. This is how you do that. Hello, welcome everybody. I am the Breadly Assassin. This is the Breadly Assassin YouTube channel. Here at the Breadly Assassin YouTube channel, we stream live every day where we discuss cryptocurrency and everything involved with cryptocurrency. We also hold weekly giveaways. And this week, without further ado, this is the prize giveaway announcement for, boom, Friday, March 5th at 3 p.m. Central Time. We will hold our next completely free giveaway. You must be a subscriber. You must be present to win. Only one entry per subscriber. And this week, since we will be giving away Cardano cryptocurrency, please have a Cardano wallet available. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Today, which was Monday, March 1st, we voted live in our Monday live stream as to what prize the community would like for the Breadly Assassin giveaway, and Cardano cryptocurrency won with an overwhelming majority of the votes. So this Friday, March 5th at 3 p.m. Central Time here on YouTube, hop into the Breadly Assassin live stream for your chance to win completely free Cardano cryptocurrency. I know a lot of you are asking how much we're giving away, but we're going to hold that till Friday. So make sure you like and subscribe and turn on notifications so that when we do go live, you don't miss any of our cryptocurrency live streams. And especially, we don't want you to miss any of our completely free giveaways, just like this one coming Friday, March 5th at 3 p.m. Central Time for a completely free Cardano cryptocurrency. We'll see you there. Thanks. yeah, so for those that weren't sure when we were doing that or all that kind of stuff, tomorrow 3 p.m. Central Time, free Cardano giveaway. And if you don't mind, if you go to the Breadly Assassin YouTube channel and at the double, watch that video, click like on it for me, please. That helps. Just takes a second. Okay. Memory checking in, ladies and gentlemen. Saying, hey guys, make sure to subscribe. Also tell Bradley doesn't look like Cypher PK. I've been told, since I started this channel, I've been told I look like Leonard from The Big Bang Theory. I've been told I look like Joaquin Phoenix. I've been told I look like Cypher PK. And I've been told I look like Mark Ruffalo. Those if those 4 dudes could have offspring, I guess that's what. Oh, and someone else said George Michael. 2 people said George. So that's not bad company to be to be compared to. So like, I mean, those are pretty normal looking dudes. I'm all right with it, I guess. Better than saying I look like, some psycho weird dude, I guess. What do I use Coinbase for? I use Coinbase as my funding account, and I also hold coins there. But primarily for my funding account, so I can send coins like to KuCoin and to MetaMask and stuff like that. And 3GP Media with a $2 super chat. Here's 1.888 to add to the prize pool. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the super chat. Very generous. Thank you, my friend. Means a lot to the channel. Means a lot to me. Thank you. And now you get a super chat animation, some music, and you are now at the top of the screen, my friend, for all the world to see. It's like advertising. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I say give away 1,000 ADA. I don't think I can swing 1,000 ADA, but it's gonna be worth your time. Trust me. We've already given away over 2,000 Dogecoin on the channel. We've given away a Bradley Assassin protective Gator style face mask. We've given away a Bradley Assassin hoodie. We've done a decent amount since we've been here. I'd like to do more, but the channel does need to continue to grow, which is why we need all those likes and all those subs, so that the YouTube algorithm shares our streams and our videos, and people can be aware that we exist, and hopefully people start seeing that we do our part to believe and work in the Dogecoin movement, as well as share all the information we pull every day and get the community together to share information. And everything we do here is it's a lot of work, VeChain, baby, for sure. Gonna take you to some nice places. I'm gonna pick you up my yacht somewhere in the UK coast. Yeah, man. VeChain. These coins are gonna put us on golden toilet seats, I think. Kendra Stanley says, so from Coinbase, then you send KuCoin to buy. Yeah, that's what I do personally. I use Coinbase as my funding account, right? That's linked to like my bank and or credit cards and stuff like that. And then like I will purchase Bitcoin, for instance, on Coinbase, and then send my Bitcoin to KuCoin. And then in KuCoin, I can trade in Doge, VeChain, ADA, all the coins that Coinbase doesn't have, and then I can hold there, or you so choose to hold in whichever kind of wallet you want. And then Los Domos with the $2 super chat. Thank you, my friend. He says, when you giving away the bakery shirt? If you guys are interested in bakery shirts, I can find a way to do that too if you like. Thank you for the $2 super chat, my friend. Very generous. In fact, what we did Monday was we had a poll for the community to vote on what they wanted me to give away in the upcoming giveaway, and the majority this time was ADA, Cardano. So this coming Monday we'll probably do the same thing. During the Monday live stream we'll have another poll. I'll give some people some options, and whatever wins, again, that's what we'll give away the following Friday. We'll continue that for a while and see how it works out. We'd like to see more numbers and more popularity, but I can't force the issue. I'm doing everything I can. I have a little ad running on Facebook, and the last couple nights I've been running a live stream with the announcement that we have a giveaway this upcoming Friday. But it seemed to be getting some negative feedback. A lot of people were coming in thinking that it was a giveaway, and they were like, "Where's the dude at?" and stuff like that. But I mean, it explained on the screen that it's for an upcoming giveaway, but I don't know. So I'm kind of on the fence about continuing doing that or not. Okay, so since things have slowed down a little bit, let me go check all my news outlets to see if we got any breaking news in the crypto space. Don't like missing on stuff while I'm live. So I will check Mr. Elon Musk's Twitter, and I will check Eisenreich's Twitter. That's the gentleman that's always releasing amazing VeChain news. Oh, did we touch on Bear? I don't think we did, y'all. That was last night that came across after I streamed. Super significant partnerships. And I'm gonna get into that after I touch on Mr. 3GP Media's $2 super chat. Thank you, my friend. Says if VeChain Doge takes off, 69 Stingray with 6.2 LT5. Yeah. I've been asked. I don't know if you heard me say this before, but in the past, a lot of people have asked me, like at car shows and stuff like that. They always be like, "Man, would you want like a 70 Chevelle Super Sport or a brand new Corvette?" And I always say like, "Oh, the brand new Corvette." They're like, "For real, bro? I thought you were a muscle car guy." I said, "Yeah, because I would sell it and buy two 1970 Chevelles." Y'all can go ahead and use that if y'all like. But that's my claim to fame, kind of. Okay, so I want to show this. This is important as hell, and I completely spaced on this. So let's pop on over to display capture. So check this out. This was reported yesterday, I think, and it says Bear selected VeChain as tech provider for C-Secure, the new blockchain-powered solution that will allow it to track clinical drugs along the entire supply chain. This is Bear, the medical company, you guys. Clicking onto this, it says it goes into more detail about it, but yeah, Bear, like Bear aspirin. Yeah, so that's that came on the heels of the whole aluminum company signing into VeChain. But yeah, so Bear, the medical field now coming in. And it says down here, you can see it highlighted. Further information about C-Secure cannot unfortunately be disclosed as VeChain is bound by a non-disclosure agreement. So that's huge, the Bayer pharmaceutical company, but they can't say too much because there's obviously a disclosure agreement. But yeah, so in the last 2 days, Bayer Pharmaceuticals and the Fortune 500 aluminum company that works in over 50 countries with a $13 billion a year gross profit sales, I should say. So I mean, you can't even, there's no more big people, like they're just killing it. So it won't be long. March is just gonna be amazing, and it has been amazing for VeChain. Has it reflected in price? Yes, kinda, but I think a lot more is yet to come. So I completely forgot about that, and I saw it when I was going through my news outlets so that I didn't forget anything. But yeah, Bayer Pharmaceuticals, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Yeah, and for those, I guess I'll go through all the little news things one more time. We're at the 1 hour 42-minute mark, so I'll go through all the news one more time, CoinMarketCap recap one more time, and that will just about put us at the 2 hour mark. So before we start, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to like and subscribe. And we're gonna move right on into that. And Doge is completely rebounded from the earlier dip, if you guys have noticed. But yeah, okay. So let's hop back into CoinMarketCap recap first. Okay, first CoinMarketCap recap, and then we'll go over all the news. And as you can see, The entirety of the cryptocurrency space is at $1,478,000,000,000, down about 5% from yesterday. Bitcoin sitting at number 1 at a $900 billion market cap. Ethereum in the number 2 spot at $1,530. Tether in the number 3 spot, and Cardano back into the number 4 spot. Like I said, those 3, 4, 5 spots, it's like ring around the rosy kind of with them, but Cardano back into the number 4 spot at $1.10. Binance Coin in the number 5 spot at $229. Polkadot at $34.91 at number 6. XRP in the number 7 spot at 47 cents. Litecoin at $179 at number 8. Chainlink at number 9 at $27.48. And Bitcoin Cash holding down the number 10 spot at $508. Let's see, going down to some other coins of note. Dogecoin up to 5 cents. And we're going to touch on the Dogecoin information in a second that we have for everyone. Theta up to $4.35. Theta continues moving, y'all. I really wish I'd have gotten in at $2. I'm regretting it now. Let's see. Tron at 5 cents. VeChain back up to the number 27 spot at 4.9 cents. And the Graph, who I'm also invested in, at $1.84. Okay, and moving right along to the major Dogecoin news for those that weren't with us earlier. This article reads, much wow, the Dallas Mavericks to accept Dogecoin for tickets and merchandise. Doge, a cryptocurrency born out of a joke, can now be used as payment for tickets and merchandise for the Dallas Mavericks basketball team. The National Basketball Association, NBA, confirmed Thursday that it has become the first major business to accept Doge, allowing users to convert the digital currency to fiat using BitPay. So as amazing as it is that the Dallas Mavericks, part of the NBA, are now accepting Dogecoin, the underlying gigantic issue is that BitPay as a whole will now start accepting Dogecoin. And as you can see here, it's confirmed on Business Wire. It says BitPay lets merchants accept Dogecoin, and the Dallas Mavericks are the first to accept it for tickets and merchandise. So that's gigantic adoption and a huge announcement. And then moving on, we have a little bit of Chainlink news saying a dark horse in the Ethereum scaling wars? Question mark. Chainlink's oracles find fertile ground on XDAI. Chainlink is rolling out support for XDAI, a 2-layer side chain whose perceived centralization hasn't stopped major DApp players. And then this goes on to touch on what we always talk about here at the Bradley Assassin livestream. Chainlink's oracles bring in real-world data onto smart contracts, which now is being used on XDAI mainnet. And of course, that's the explosion of DeFi. All the DeFi has to be able to bring in these financial changes that are down, happen down to the second for it to be accurate and up to date. And almost everyone now is using Chainlink to do so. So Chainlink, massive future. And then we found this little article here, which was humorous to me, because as you have idiots like Janet Yellen coming in, throwing FUD our way into the crypto space, a generation behind that doesn't know anything about blockchain technology, that she's just paid to spread FUD because the financial institutions that want your bags and want your positions just because they missed out on crypto a few years ago are now trying to scare people into selling. Well, you know what? There are people with seats of power that can also come and support the cryptocurrency space. So, but unfortunately, people still believe the media and the Janet Yellens and that generation that doesn't understand what they're doing or talking about. But you have people like this, and this article reads, Bitcoin will eventually be a global currency. And the reason I brought up Janet Yellen is because this is exactly opposite of what she was claiming. And a $1 million price target within the next 10 years is very reasonable, Kraken CEO says. And the points of note here are Bitcoin will eventually be the world's currency. Kraken CEO Jesse Powell told Bloomberg, I think 1 million as a price target within the next 10 years is very reasonable. And the price of Bitcoin is up 70% year to date. So,
Leisure time. Time in which
I was reading that without display capture, but anyway, you guys get the idea. That's the news. that I pulled today for everyone. And like we said, amazing Dogecoin news for adoption. The Dallas Mavericks and the NBA. BitPay now accepting Dogecoin. That converts it into fiat for the vendor. Just incredible news across the board. More positive Chainlink adoption. Very, the market's down a little bit, although we've seen, since the decline earlier, a fantastic up spike. I mean, look at Doge. Look at the graph on Doge by itself. So things looking good overall. Coming back from a little correction. But what Janet be yelling? Bitcoin. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Now sit back and relax so you can hear what I say and realize it's coming from the THICK. Y'all go look up MC Thick Marrero and you'll see why the Janet be yelling is so funny. So NFT is something I should get into from I don't even know how to pronounce that name. I'll call you Dal. Look, it's obviously hot. A lot of people are getting into it and that kind of thing. I'm even considering investing in some of these NFT projects. I got to do some more research. WAX looks great. I saw Engine and Chilex or whatever it's called. Chilex was pumping. So obviously it's something we need to look into a little bit more. I'm going to try and look into that over the next day or so. So hopefully we can get some more information. Do I suggest it? No, not without doing your own research and you getting your own take on it. But it's definitely hot right now. Have you done any research on algo? It has everything but fame. No, not yet, my friend. But that's pretty much it. We just covered the news one more time. As I said before, if you scroll down to the description, there's links in there for cold storage wallets, a real Dogecoin, a little metal Dogecoin some people like to collect. All the equipment I use here on the stream, if you guys are wondering about that. KuCoin referral code. We have a Discord link in there today. If you guys are interested in joining the Discord channel where you can go and leave comments, images, suggestions, whatever. That's running. And then, of course, the Breadly Assassin merchandise page. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And don't forget, super important, on the next stream tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central Time, we will be giving away free Cardano cryptocurrency. No catches. You just need to be a subscriber, which is completely free. Just takes a click, and that's it. We're going to run the giveaway live in the live stream. The chatbot will handle the entries, and we'll pick the winner at random and everything. So don't forget to be here tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central Time. That's it for today, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to thank everyone for giving me the views, the likes, and the subs, and sharing the stream. And we will see everyone tomorrow. Stay safe, stay warm, and see y'all tomorrow. Goodbye.